Browns under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And another week is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by a guy coming off a pair of shortened seasons, the former Pro Bowler, now in his 8th year, Deshaun Watson.
Even he mentioned it to us. There hasn't been much celebrated for him since last week. While other guys were taking in the win and enjoying some time to relax, he was reviewing what went wrong in that game. An interception, not finding the end zone. That's not the type of impact that usually finds you a win, and he knows he's got to do more for his team.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Watson. Got him in, it's Njoku. And he gets him around 6 there. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and short, it's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. Big man showing up the yards. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. David Njoku, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Cordero Patterson now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out to man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On the carry, this is the... He takes a pop, and the ball comes out! And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. down here. Ross out of the pistol. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
He's still going at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They give to Harris from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10 now. Got Washington, it's complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running behind center with Harris. Is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Najee Harris, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Ford. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And off running left, forward. Past midfield to the 45. They get 28 out of that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Working from the gun, Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 1. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Running left, here's 4. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Browns will go on offense. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Staying on the ground with Ford. He breaks the tackle, and he'll get it up to the 44. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 47. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Watson now, blitz coming. The slant complete to Judy. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Moore going in motion left. Ford straight ahead. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Watson escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're gonna be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Watson on 1st and 10. Brought in close to the 8. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Calvin Austin on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wilson's got it. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That finds Miller, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going to go. It's Wilson. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. To the ground with 4. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Another one for 4. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on 3rd and goal.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Watson has it, 3rd and goal. He's on the move. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their early lead to 13. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Patterson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers offense headed out. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Russ now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Pickens, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Dumped off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Browns getting their offense out there. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Now Ford. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the air, 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Corey Bojorquez to handle it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bojorquez to kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Blitz coming, Russ. Gets it to him on the screen. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Former 1st rounder Devin Bush making the play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Russ looking to throw. Got a man, Patterson has it. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Throwing on 3rd and long. This ball's cut by Pickens. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Got a man. It's Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. 4 running to the right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throw on 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. This is Patterson on the give. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Running behind center with Harris. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Harris once more. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. Finds his target, Patterson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 11. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Trying to run in, Harris has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season, and they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Watson. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Intended target there was David Njoku. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Cordero Patterson to return for the Steelers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's swallowed up by one of the big guys up front right at the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Well, if you can't get your hands on the ball and take it away, next best thing, knock it down. That's the job of every defender out there. And he made sure that one wasn't completed.
Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Judy there to grab it. And he gets him around 6 there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
To the right and pulled in by Judy. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Staying on the ground with Ford. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. We get a pause here. They call for a stoppage as we see Jerry Jeudy injured on the play. Worrying sight given his history, but hopefully it's nothing major. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. Second and 3 now. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st and 10 give to Harris. He cuts it back right. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. From the gun, they go with Harris. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Call it a handful on that run. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
stand strong and stop him at the... The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Patterson trying this straight ahead. And once again, he doesn't manage much before... And he fakes the spike. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They give up the middle to Ford. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
That one complete to Njoku. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And off running left, forward. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
3rd and short, it's Watson. Thrash hauls it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ford straight ahead. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Connects with Thrash. Lee pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a first. Watson now. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Ford. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet. Excellent work. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Browns, who need to figure out this 3rd and 11. To throw, here's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Cut near the goal line. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So, Rock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Browns lead by 15 now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Austin. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting.
Going for Fryermuth, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Watson. This is Cooper working the left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Watson looking to throw. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Steelers go in nickel, 3rd down. Sticking to the air with Watson. Gets out of trouble, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So it's halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top at the break. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington Commanders as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Later in the afternoon, a lot of the country will be watching the game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it'll be the Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Finally, on Monday night, Ravens and Chargers from SoFi at 5:15 local time. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He was downright amazing. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the 3rd quarter. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Russ now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Running it after the penalty. Another big rip for him. And finally down right along that opposing 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Steelers first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Harris on second down. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Harris once more. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. This one goes for 3 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Second down here, another give to Harris. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Running behind center with Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to run it with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Going for it with Warren. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Harris is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns and quarterback Deshaun Watson gearing up for their... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Got a man, it's Njoku. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Watson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, he's got it back again.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. They'll start with a gift to Harris. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Russ setting to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And he drives this into the pouring rain. That's taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Browns will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the ground with Ford. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Watson. Brought in by Ford. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Able to get it to Moore. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as important, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. This is Ford. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Ford. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Watson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns push their lead to 15. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. His 5th total score of this ball game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
45 and still going. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Wilson now from the gun. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Boswell to add the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Steelers get it back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They give up the middle to Ford. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Watson now. Throw reeled in by Njoku. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Watson on 1st and 10. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Ford. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. They'll try and punch it in. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. Only a 20-yarder here. Carlson's kick is good. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't fit. Touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Patterson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. This offense running out for a new series, led... They're out and set, 1st and 10. They give now to Najee. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They'll hand it off to Harris. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Wilson with it on 1st. Complete over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the 43. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Caught by Freiermuth. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them. They'll come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Harris. He cuts it back right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Russ now from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And this one does not go far.
Oh, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Third and 4 coming up now. Russ looking to throw. Pass it down close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. No run with Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Patterson trying this straight ahead. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for 2. Wilson's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Watson escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll send out the punting unit. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Running behind center with Harris. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10 give to Harris. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Wilson looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run it with Harris. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's dropped just short of the mark. Yard away. The Steelers calling their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Harris once more. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. Brock, we all use literally far too often these days, and sometimes in the wrong context, but this guy has literally driven his team to a lead here. His 2nd score puts him in front in this 2nd half.
Yeah, and hopefully some of that determination, that want to, he showed on that run could seep over to his defenders who are right now buckling up with a newly acquired lead. That way the next time he takes the field, well, that lead will still be on the board.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Play action, it's Watson. Got him in, it's Njoku. Again, he's got room. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Watson now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Watson. Has it in close. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Austin. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Wilson now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal. Going ground game again here. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now lead by 10. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Patterson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Browns get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Foreman takes it straight ahead. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns nearing their 6th win this season. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The visitors down Russell Wilson. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing now. Caught by Freiermuth. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Now to throw. This one falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 18. On the return, here comes Austin. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. After the pick, here's Wilson. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Throwing on third, Wilson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Browns come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.